Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Good afternoon, or I should say, no, not good afternoon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It's only Tuesday. Welcome to the Taco Tuesday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I'm your host, the one, the only, Philly Pete, and we're here live on the 24/7 12 Ounce Sports streaming platform, and of course, YouTube. Come on by, follow, subscribe at 12 Ounce Sports. Subscribe to us as well. Give us a thumbs up. Drop a comment as well. We got a nice 7-game slate in the NHL tonight, along with some NBA, college basketball, and much, much more. Let's rock and roll. Hopefully everyone's having a great Tuesday. Work was great. And hopefully everyone's getting home from work safe. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Getting through a week. Getting myself pumped up for that Eagles-Commanders game Thursday night at the Link. I may or may not be there as well. But so we will see what happens. Last night, not the best games, I should say. You know, the Stars in regulation and the puck line, that's what got us going last night. We had a nice winner there last night. That was the only kind of thing that really did us well. You know, that's the only thing that did us well last night was the over in that game. San Jose covered the +1.5. Okay, we hit that. Dallas, we had a good game there. They had a good regulation and spread. We covered the spread with that one. Calgary with the under. Okay, I know it was my lean was the Kings and under. We hit the under at least. The biggest disappointment was very much Carolina Vegas, first period over, full game over. That hit for us. Unfortunately, we were on the Knights. Carolina's just been playing really good hockey lately. Nashville, Colorado. You know, we were on Colorado's side. Unfortunately, the first period full game overs did not cash out whatsoever. It's funny because lately I feel like these Colorado games, you're getting a goal the first minute in and then absolutely nothing afterwards. Like last night, you had a goal a minute and a half into the game. It's like, all right, great start. Let's get another goal in this first period. But nothing. They've been such a lackluster group. Like it's starting to kind of fade out, you know, Colorado. I was the over 6.5 was a 2-unit play for my clients last night. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Come to think about it, I should have had Dallas as a 2-unit play, but the over in this game, I was expecting a lot of goals. I really was. For a minute and a half in, it looked good, but it is what it is. We move on. Can't be going that from that last and then NFL. I mean, Miami with a nice win last night, under hit, and Miami came out victorious. So it is what it is. A rough night, but it is what it is. We bounce back. It's Tuesday. Let's get that crap out of the way, and we're gonna hit it up tonight, Tuesday edition as we speak. All right, some headlines, and we'll talk NBA. Give you guys a free play in the NBA tonight. So let's rock it out. Let's absolutely rock it out. All right, we have a nice 2-game slate in the college basketball world now. All right, Michigan State at Kansas. Both teams are 2-0. Kansas got lucky with that 3-point victory at home on Friday against UNC. Didn't cover, but they were very vulnerable. Kansas. All right. These early games are fun because you're playing like these teams, these top 25 teams are playing each other. Difficult schedules. I'm all for it. I love it. I absolutely love the non-conference schedules that college basketball has. It's great. I wish college football did that a lot more, considering that you have a bunch of teams, Penn State, obviously, but playing like a bunch of these non-conference games are absolutely abysmal. You have like Akron, you have Kent State. You just have scrub teams that play, and of course, every great football school is paying this team. Hey, come here, come play us, and we'll whip that butt so we can get a victory underneath our name. There needs to be more. And there's some great, don't get me wrong, there's a couple of great matchups in week 1 of college football. There is. But I feel like there needs to be more of that. I feel like there needs to be more, we need like Bama, Ohio State. We need, like an Oregon, Texas. We need something like that. It's what makes football fun, in the beginning of the season. Okay. College basketball is just so much different. I mean, you have these games, these early tournament games are great. I love these, you go to Maui, you have the State Farm Champions Classic tonight, and you have a lot of holiday tournaments coming up, and it's big name teams playing each other. It's fun. It's very fun to watch. It really is. Then again, you're also playing 30 games. And, you could take a loss here and there, but it's still fun to watch to see these young kids and these top 25 teams play each other. It's great. Michigan State, Kansas. Kansas is a 5.5-point favorite. Duke at Kentucky. Duke's a -5.5-point favor. If I had to put I would probably roll out Kansas -5.5. I like them tonight, but don't be surprised if Kentucky, Mark Pope, new head coach, following a successor, and Calipari, Kentucky's at home. I like it. I mean, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we see Kentucky with an upset at that +5.5 spot. I know Duke's talented. You got Cooper Flag. But I just, Kentucky is bound to make a bounce back, and they're so overdue for a title. They haven't won one in a very long time, really. I know Duke. I know Duke's. Duke's. They're up there as well. Kentucky's way up there. Kansas obviously won in 2022, but you have to realize that these blue bloods, man, they're eventually they're gonna have to win. They're gonna win a title. Eventually at some point. But we'll go on from there. All right. All right. Let's go to NBA. Let's go to the NBA because I have a free play. I want to get that rolling before we talk hockey tonight. Anthony Davis cleared to play. All right. Wood suffers a setback quickly, and the Raptors out for at least another week. Alvarado out 6 weeks for the Pelicans. That's big for New Orleans. Kyle Singler has a cryptic IG post that draws concern. That's very interesting. Cavaliers 12-0. Best start since the 2015-2016 Golden State Warriors. Pretty solid. Kyle Singler, Duke. This is a little interesting. 36 years old. Very interesting. He's saying that he fears for his life, has drawn an outpouring of concern and support from former teammates and others. Yeah. He had a shirtless video. He's been mistreated and abused. I'm telling you, man, very, very mentally, it's concerning. It's concerning. Yeah, this is very very interesting, man. Like it's kind of it's kind of tough to see like and hear things like that. I remember Kyle Singler. He's just about my age, playing for Duke. I remember him playing, and mental health's a big deal. Get help. There's plenty of help out there, and you have friends and family out there for support. Please, you have plenty of people out there to help with. I know it's easier said than done. I've had a few friends, lose their life over just mental illness. It's a big deal. You gotta have the decency to get help. And a great support system, family, friends, and there's help everywhere. Really. I hope everything works out for Kyle Singler. It's tough to hear that sort of thing. Okay, let's go into free play for the night. Atlanta, Boston, Miami, Detroit, Charlotte, Orlando, New York, Philly, Toronto, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Utah, Dallas, Golden State, and then the nightcap. You have a couple of nightcaps, but you have Minnesota and Portland. So let's rock out a free play, and then we'll go commercial break, and then we'll talk. We have to talk hockey. We got to talk hockey, get a nice little bounce back spot in that situation. All right. I'm going to, you know what? The more I look at this, and I want to go with an over-under in this evening, I should say. I want to go with an over-under, and I'm also going to go with the money line, okay? I want to go first off, I want to say New York Knicks. New York Knicks on the money line, minus 145. I know it's a little bit of juicy, but Embiid is expected to make his debut for the Sixers. How much time does he actually play? Does he hit 30 minutes? Maxi's still out. Paul George shooting 39%. Still trying to rust off the, pretty much just trying to shake off the cobwebs. Sixers are also terrible right now, 2-7. They're injured, not at full strength. Players don't want to play. But I just feel like, the Knicks are the better team. Especially no Maxey, George shooting terribly right now. Embiid, you don't know what you're going to get out of him tgoing in his debut. New York just looks healthier. Give me the Knicks money line tonight, minus 145 as my free play number 1 in the NBA. We're going to rock an over-under. All right, so let's go with – now I'm looking at a couple of plays here across the board, but I like a Charlotte-Orlando, okay? We're going to go to Orlando, all right, 212.5. Over 212.5. I like Charlotte-Orlando. But I just feel as though, to me, the Magic, they've lost, obviously Banchero, but they've been playing well, without him. They've scored 111 plus points in 3 straight games. Can that stride continue tonight? Charlotte has terrible defense. On top of that, which aids to this over 212.5. Magic have played 7 games versus the Eastern Conference, and 6 of those 7 were 213 plus in totals with the over. So 6 of 7 have gone over 213. I like this spot here. Hornets, they've played 10 games, and 7 of those games have been over. They've hit over 215 plus. So research and stats pretty much add up on both sides of the ball here. Hornets, Hornets 8-2 to the under, but those totals have been set to the 220s and 230s. We're getting 212.5. Charlotte doesn't play defense. I like Orlando in the over in this spot here. Magic, they're 6-5 to the over as well. So this will probably be a little bit closer than expected. I know the research and the stats are kind of like, man, this should be a given, but you never know. You never know. It could be close, but at the end of the day, I think we will get that. Give me like give me something crazy. Give me something crazy, like 108, 105. You get 213, and we'll call it a day. We'll call it a winner, something like that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let me take a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, we'll talk hockey, NHL plays, much more. This is the Tuesday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Sit back, relax, give me 2. And I'll be back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Tuesday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I'm your host, the one, the only Philly Pete. And here, we're back. We're live. Going to talk some NHL. But first and foremost, before you do that, make sure you check out mybookie.ag. Use that promo code 12ouncesports. That's 12OZ Sports. That is mybookie.ag. Great book. They stream live sports as well. Check it out today. Also, YouTube, we have a subscription service, betting service out there as well. Those that are interested, I know a couple of you have signed up for that. $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Cheap services, but constant winners. That's the name of our game. Consistency, transparency, that's what you're going to get out of the group here with the 12-Ounce Sports betting platform on YouTube. Sign up today, get 3 days for free on top of that. That is $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Can't go wrong with it. You really, truly can't. And also, NHL fans out there, I still am running that 1 week for free of NHL plays. I'll probably end that up this weekend as we hit, as we get towards that 2-month mark of the NHL season started. But this is probably going to be the last week I run this. You sign up today, you get a free week of NHL plays from yours truly. No other capper is doing that, getting a week for free when you sign up. So, and we'll keep rocking and rolling from there. Monthly, yearly, you sign up, you get a week for free on top of that. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Short and sweet. Let's get into the NHL. Tonight we have Ottawa, Toronto. We'll start that off. Over under here is at 6. You're getting the 6 at plus 100, which is very interesting. So you could also either get up the 5.5. Also, don't forget to check out, subscribe to 12 Ounce Sports on YouTube as well. Hit the like button as well when you check us out. Comments are open. If there's a game you want to go through, let me know. We'll talk about it. Simple as that. Ottawa, Toronto. Toronto's minus 120 on the money line. Ottawa plus 110. Over under. The over just went up a little bit from what I'm seeing. It went over 6 at plus 105. So it looks like the under 6 is getting some love at minus 120. A little bit of money going there. But Ottawa is 2-5. On the road. And I know that the Leafs are wrapping up a 4-game homestand. They've only allowed a total of 2 goals while winning the first 3 games, all without Austin Matthews. Doubtful once again tonight. William Nylander, 2 goals, 3 assists. Tavares, 3 goals. Huge contributors during the homestand. Mitch Marner, 3 goals, 10 assists, is riding an 8-game point streak as well. So the boys are rolling right now, Toronto. And here comes Ottawa. I know they won their last 3 visits in Toronto, but this might be a good spot where, hey, Toronto, could they win 4 straight? They've been playing well. It's a matter of fact. We'll see what happens. It's Tuesday. I know we could, I know we might see some upsets here, but Toronto's just been rolling. I mean, they have been rolling right now. If Ottawa was more than plus 110, I would consider it maybe at plus 120, but I'm liking Toronto here. Okay. The under is also 10, 16, and 4 to the under. So that makes a lot of sense. I like Toronto here, money line minus 120. I would even sprinkle the puck line at plus 200, a little bit of bang for your buck there. Under 6 at minus 117. Now, 60% of the public money is on the over 6 at plus 105. 75% of the public money is on Toronto. But that's what I lean. I lean Toronto money line. I would even sprinkle the puck line. They've been playing really good hockey. Hopefully it continues tonight. That's where I'm rolling. And this, at first look, this would be an over spot for me. But again, like the unders have been cashing, so you might as well just keep rolling with the under here as well. Winnipeg Rangers. All right, this is going to be a good one. Good one. 14-1 Winnipeg Jets, and the Rangers 9-3-1. This is a split game. Rangers are just slightly favored at minus 112, minus 115. I'm seeing Winnipeg a small plus 105 dog favorite. The over is 14, 12, and 2 between the both, and this sets at over-unders at 6.5. I will gladly take the under 6.5 in this game, and I'm rolling with the Rangers, man. I just think that they're playing. I know they're playing great. So is Winnipeg, but Winnipeg destroyed Dallas. They've just been on a tear lately. But I feel like the Rangers are going to be coming in. They're at home. Like, come on, Winnipeg, come on here, come to the Garden. Let's see what we can do for you at MSG. I like the Rangers in the spot. I really, really do. So give me the New York Rangers money line and the under 6.5. All right, moving on. New Jersey, Florida. Another great game tonight. Over under here is set at 6 at minus 105. You could even buy it down to 5.5 at minus 135. Something to consider. New Jersey plus 110, plus 120, depends where you shop. Florida minus 120. The over is 19, 13, and 1 between the two. So, you can consider maybe an over in this spot. I like it. 80% of the public money is riding on Florida tonight too. Listen, New Jersey got shut out by the Sharks over the weekend on Sunday. Ugly outing. Do we see the Devils? This might be my dog play of the night. Okay. New Jersey Devils plus 110. I like it. Florida's juju has to run out eventually, but this should be a fun, high-flying game. I see goals as well. I'm on the first period over 1.5, full game over 6, 5.5, or 6, whatever you have. And I like the Devils. The Devils money line plus 110 is a nice dog play tonight. You're getting a little bit of value, and I just like the spot. They have to be pretty ticked off after that loss to San Jose, getting shut out by the Sharks, nonetheless. So that's how I'm feeling this one. This could go either way, but I lean with a little bit of value here at plus 110. Devils money line, full game over 6, first period over 1.5 as well. All right. The Boston Bruins at the St. Louis Blues. This is going to be an ugly game. Boston minus 180 on the money line. 60% of the public money on Boston. 60% of the public money on the over 5.5 at plus 100. At plus 100. Crazy. We haven't seen an over under 5 in a very long time. It's been at least 2 years or, maybe a year and a half since I've seen a 5 spot. I'm waiting to see if this goes down to 5. I doubt it because the 5 right now is kind of obnoxious. But, you just don't know what you're going to get out of these two. 14, 14, and 3. Okay, it's pretty much split in terms of the over under. Not sure we get Boston. Boston has just been such lackluster this season. That is such a high price for Boston, who really hasn't been playing well whatsoever. I like St. Louis. St. Louis Blues money line plus 160. I'm taking a shot with that. I like it. And maybe a small lean on the under 5.5. Again, I'm not really sure what kind of offense we're going to get from both of these teams. This could be like a low scoring 2-1, 3-2 sort of game. But for the value at home, I like the Blues. Blues plus 160 is probably one of my nice leans tonight, and I am backing that up. All right, 3 games left. We got 5 minutes. Let's start crushing this. The New York Islanders and the Edmonton Oilers. Over under here is set at 6. Okay, 13, 15, and 2 to the under. Not used to seeing that from Edmonton. Edmonton's 75% on the money line, 65% of the money on the over. Again, I don't trust the Islanders at all. They've been blacklisted. I think I bet them maybe twice this year, and they got blanked. Both games I bet on, I'm done. I'm done betting anything against the Islanders. However, plus 195 looks pretty enticing against a subpar Edmonton team, but Edmonton is just so much better than the Islanders. I just can't trust them. And my side here tonight is the Oilers puck line at plus 130. A little bit of value there. Draisaitl to score, of course. I mean, he's been on a tear. I would consider the over 6 in this spot, maybe the 5.5 at minus 140. I know it's very juicy, considering that these teams really haven't been scored, and the trends are on the under with these two as of late for sure. And you could also probably add in Colorado after last night, but I will take a shot with the over 6 in this spot here, and the puck line for Edmonton at plus 130. Decent value. A team that should beat the Islanders, because the Islanders they're so inconsistent. You don't know what you're going to get out of them, and that's what I'm wrong with. Edmonton puck line and the over 6 in that game here tonight. Columbus, Seattle. Okay. Columbus 5-7-2, Seattle 6-8-1, 16-13-0. So 16-13 to the over between these two teams here. Over 6 at minus 110. The 5.5 is about minus 140. Seattle minus 140 on the money line. Columbus, you can get about plus 125. 75% of the public money is riding on Seattle. Another team that I feel iffy with when I bet. This is just an ugly game for me. But if anything that I lean Seattle. Reason being about Seattle is that now they've moved. Like I believe it started off last night. They were at like minus 180, minus 175. Now a lot of money's been poured on Columbus, and totally understandable. But Columbus is on a 5-game skid. They haven't scored more than 2 goals in any of them. It's also the end of a 5-game road trip, and on top of that, the Jackets had a single road. They held a single road victory on the year. Okay, the Kraken, they've been off since a 4-3 overtime win against Vegas last Friday. Okay, so they should be fresh. They should be ready to go. Columbus is ready to go home. Seattle's 5-0 in scoring at least 4 goals this year in this 5-game skid. And on top of that, Columbus has surrendered at least 4 goals 4 times. I'm on Seattle here. I like Seattle money line. Okay, minus 140. That's what I'm leaning at right now. That's what I have. You could probably get up to minus 145. But I like the Kraken here tonight. They should take care of business. Not sure, I lean over. I could see a 4-2 sort of game. Seattle 4-2. We could probably get a push. But at the end of the day, I like the Kraken here on the money line. They should take care of business. Columbus is ready to go home. And last but not least, Calgary, Vancouver. You're always going to see fireworks in this game. You really will. Calgary, Vancouver, 11-17-1 to the under. I lean the under in this spot. However, I like the first period over 1.5. We've seen this time in, time out. These teams could score early, but then it comes to a flat phase right after that. So I'm on the first period over 1.5, full game under 6. Give me Calgary money line plus 200, man. Like I know it's just a long shot. It's a Tuesday. You got to take a couple upsets here tonight. Giving you guys some plus plays. Between the Blues plus 160. That Toronto Maple Leafs cover at plus 200 for the spread. The puck line. Calgary plus 200. Just to name a few. But my free play tonight is going to be the Seattle Kraken money line minus 145 is my free play in the NHL. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to rock the over in the Hornets game tonight. Hornets Magic over. We also will take the Seattle Kraken. All right. And then we're going to take the New York Knicks on the money line as well in the NBA. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of time. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, or Thursday. Same time, same place. Good night.
Welcome to MyBookie, you're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember,